Good morning, everyone. I'm Turan Shadman, the host of Herndon Farmers Market. We have an exciting program for you for this season. We have two guests here that I'd like to introduce you to. We have Chelsea Roseberry and John Dudzinski. I'd like to welcome you
Thank you.
to our studio, and we'd like to get lots of information about the Herndon Farmers Market, which I'm sure everyone is excited to come and participate and see your goods.
Bring everybody out of hibernation.
Exactly.
Yep.
Chelsea, please tell us about your job as a coordinator for Herndon Farmers Market and Fairfax County.
Sure. So I work for the Fairfax County Park Authority, and we oversee 11 markets. And I'm kind of the person behind the scenes. You might not see me out at the market all that often, but I'm the one that coordinates all the vendors, gets all their paperwork in order, collects payments, and does a lot of the administrative work. And we also help with promotion and just coordinating any logistics we can, putting on additional programming whenever we can, and promoting at the beginning of the season.
Excellent. And how many are there in
11.
Fairfax County?
Yes, so we've got 11, so that's a lot of markets, and there are other markets run by other organizations in the county, but the Park Authority has 11 that
Can
they
you
run.
mention the location of those 11 farmers market?
Oh goodness, off the top of my head. Let's go by day of the week. That'll make it easier.
Sure.
Yeah, we'll make it easy. That's correct.
That's what I usually have to do.
Please do.
So on Wednesday mornings, 8 to 12, we got Oakmar and Mount Vernon McCutcheon. And in the evenings, we've got Wakefield Farmers Market. Thursday morning, we've of course got the Herndon Farmers Market, 8 to 12:30, the best market, of course. Also Annandale, 8 to 12. And then Government Center, 2:30 to 6:30 on Thursdays. Fridays, McLean, 8 to 12. Kingstown, 4 to 7. And two Saturday markets, 8 to 12. That's Burke and Reston Market, your neighbor over on the plaza. And then Sundays, we have the Lorton Farmers Market, 9 to 1. So it took me 4 years to memorize that.
Well, you get A+
get
for
brownie points for
reciting
that?
all
Good
that.
job.
That's
Sorry,
a very
guys.
good memory. And tell me, do they all start the same time, end the same time, or do they vary?
It's, each market varies, and we've done that to try and offer as much variety throughout the season, throughout the year in Fairfax County as possible. It also just depends on, like, for example, in Herndon, the Town of Herndon was willing to support us and help us to extend the market, which is really key to being able to do that. So we've extended a couple of locations into the winter and then some into the spring. We've been getting a lot of vendors that want to expand into the spring because they have hoop houses, they're able to grow lots of lettuces and lots of things they weren't able to grow in the past in the spring. So they're pushing more for spring rather than shaking in the winter. But we go both ways, and every market starts and ends on a different day. So if the best thing to do is check our website, fairfaxcounty.gov/parks/farmers markets. We've got the list there. You can download it if you want to print a copy. There's always copies at the market too.
And you can also get that on the Town of Herndon website.
Yes.
So for this season, what should we be expecting? Anything new?
The weather's been interesting this year. So
Coffee?
Yeah. Oh yes. Well, coffee. Will it be?
Not for Herndon.
Yes, not for Herndon, because we have a coffee shop right next to the Herndon Farmers Market, and we don't want to, stamp on their sales. But at other farmers market locations, we've added coffee, so it's locally roasted. The roasters are usually very small from around this area. They get their beans sustainably, and it's just going to be a nice addition to the market. It'll smell nice, tastes good.
Now, where shall I go for that cup of coffee?
So for you guys, you'd have to drive to Oakmar, which isn't too far on a Wednesday
sounds
morning
great.
if you need your produce. Yeah, so it's like 15 minutes from here.
Very good.
Yeah.
JD, John, tell us about Herndon Farmers Market. What are we expecting, when the starting date is, and all that?
This year we're starting on Thursday, every Thursday, when it's going to start April 19th, and our time runs from 8 a.m. to 12:30 p.m. A lot of other markets end at 12. town council wanted to see if we can get some of the lunch crowd. So that's why we have that extra half hour in there. And
How many vendors are you expecting this year?
we have 12, and we have 5 new ones. And should be a very good. We have a good variety. A lot of the, you know, the older, you know, the ones. I call them my core group.
Do you can you recite the names
I
of your vendors,
I'm
perhaps?
gonna have to use a list, but that's
No problem.
All
Go right ahead.
So this is a new one called Bread and Water, and they have fresh breads. And Chelsea says that they have very good.
I've heard they're European artisans.
Yeah, so it's a European style pastry, which is different than our other baker that has soft breads and quick breads. These are hard crusted breads, baguettes, French style pastries, croissants, that type of thing.
Very good.
They're very popular in other markets.
So it's called what?
it'll be a good
Bread
addition.
and Water.
Bread and water.
And an old favorite is Chef Aloy's Kickin' Salsa. They have the salsa and the guacamole. Their guacamole is wonderful.
Yes, I've heard
And
many stories.
this is an
about their
interesting one.
guacamole.
Colvin Run Mill, which is actually a park in Fairfax County.
Yeah, they're actually a Fairfax County Park Authority
Is that the one
site.
at the off of 7, Culver Mill Run?
Yes.
Yep.
Yes.
So
Okay.
it's a mill that they've
Yes,
refurbished, and they're
yes.
actually processing different types of wheat in the old style way, and they're selling it at market now.
Yeah,
So they'll be there every other week.
Every other week, so
Interesting.
that'll be a good one.
So you'll have to check their schedule to make sure you catch them on the right week.
So it'll
Okay.
be every other week, and we'll post that on.
Okay,
the, on the
But if you
excellent.
like grits, the corn grits, best corn grits. Really
Awesome.
The next one is Fork It Isimo Catering, and they'll have pasta sauce, pesto, meatballs, cannolis. Grace's Pastries Grace's Pastry is the only original vendor when we first started the Herndon Farmers Market back in 1989.
I was gonna say, how many years is that? Do the math for us.
This will be
Yes.
this is be our 29th year.
Yeah, we had them in a studio
Yeah,
for interview.
They're very good.
Yes.
And then we have the Green Fair Organic Market, and that's they have their restaurant down beside Mom's off of Eldon Street, so she'll be in there, and they offer organic whole plant foods. They'll have different stuff, muffins, soup, salads, and they're totally whole plant food, vegan type.
Right.
Everything's very healthy.
Very
right.
healthy.
Right.
Very
Right.
healthy.
And
J&W Valley View Farm, produce, all tomatoes, all that kind of stuff. McLeaf's Market, which is one of the most popular one at our market.
Yes.
And they'll have the apples, peaches, and
Right.
eggs, honey.
We use them a lot, right?
They are very good. Mount Olympus Farm, and they also have a lot of produce. They also have
They're
plants.
famous for their peppers.
They're famous
Yes,
for their peppers.
we
They
use
have
their
every
peppers.
color peppers.
We have
Any
used their
kind.
peppers in our recipes.
That's right.
Good.
And they will have they'll have plants at the beginning of the year. They'll have roses and some other perennial type stuff. So if people want to come out early spring and get some of the stuff from them. Another new one is the Pickle Factory.
Yes, so they're actually a farmer, and they figured out a way. They just wanted an outlet for their produce, and they figured out a clever way to process it into a new product. And
Wow.
so they're the farmer and the producer. which is
Excellent.
cool.
It is good.
Very good.
And then Santa Cruz Produce, and Jose is very popular.
We have
with it.
used their
And-
stuff,
and
right?
he's all produce.
Yes.
And
Lots
he'll
of good
have
peppers, too.
A lot of good peppers. And
Yes.
he'll
Spicy
have,
peppers.
and he'll have a lot of the starter plants, the tomato,
Yes.
little tomatoes and peppers and things and squash. That if you have a garden, you can come to him, come to the market and get all that. And the last one is the lamb's quarter, which is the meat.
Yes.
And
Meat,
Well,
eggs, cheese. He
yeah.
does have cheese that is really phenomenal.
Not only we actually get information from people such as you who actually coordinate and manage the farmers market and Fairfax County farmers market, we go to these vendors at Herndon Farmers Market and we get their produce, which is donated by everyone in participants of the Herndon Farmers Market. We bring it into the studio and we just create a recipe.
some good
We
recipes.
love it. I bet. You just can't go wrong with everything so fresh.
If it is fresh,
It really
and
does taste
yes,
different.
Fresh makes such a difference.
excellent. Yeah, it's
Picked the day
fantastic.
before versus shipped
Yeah.
around the country.
Yeah.
You can't compare.
Well, we are really delighted, Chelsea, to have you here. And Fairfax County is very, very delighted to have you as the coordinator. And JD, as the manager of Herndon Farmers Market, you have been doing fabulous.
You have.
And you have been a great
Our
help.
heart and
We have
soul
good-
right here.
we have
Our
good
heart and
help.
soul. No.
Yes.
We get a lot of
Too
help.
much credit. You deserve
Yeah.
all the credit.
My pleasure meeting you, Chelsea.
You too.
Fantastic. And JD, as
Okay.
usual.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes.
We'll
and-
see you during
Yes.
the year.
Yes, definitely. To our viewers, we again welcome you back for our third season this year. So please do come out, go to Herndon Farmers Market and any other farmers market in Fairfax County and enjoy your day and have a great, great, wonderful day. Hello, I'm Turon Shadman, host of Herndon Farmers Market. We are beginning our third season, and we have an exciting, exciting season coming up for you all, as where we'll welcome you to come and join us. Today, we have a variety of tips about salad dressings or any kind of dressing that you could use for your meat, poultry, or what have you. Today, we are going to make two different kind of salad dressing. One would be actually use, as we call Italian, which would be balsamic vinegar and olive oil and basil, oregano. The other one would be the creamy one, which we are going to be using sour cream with a variety of citric like lemon juice or perhaps balsamic vinegar and also apple cider. I give you some tips as really for you all not to be shy to use your pantry and your herbs. You could mix salad dressing with actually any kind of fruit, put it in the blender and add your seasoning, add your favorite ingredient that you like to mix up and use it daily, which would be actually very healthy and beneficial. So let's start with our first recipe, which I'm going to be using the oregano. And since we don't have fresh basil, we're going to use our dry basil. Oregano, which has a very, very nice Italian taste to it. I'm going to chop it very fine, and you don't really need that much of it, but enough to give the season of the oregano and Italian into the salad dressing. I'm going to get these stems out and chop the oregano very fine. And as I said, not only you can use the rough chopping of oregano and basil, you could put it in the blender if you like a little bit more smoother kind of salad dressing. I am going to add, let's see, oh my God, when I'm chopping this thing, I get all these beautiful aroma that's coming out of the oregano. Let me see if I can get it fine enough here. I'm going to put it in this container. This is where I'm going to mix the seasoning. And then we will use our basil, the dry basil. We just couldn't find the fresh basil. Just about, I would say, about roughly this much. And all these ingredients are about enough for your own taste, not necessarily more or less. If you like one big flavor more than over the other one, just go ahead and use it. For the dressing, I'm going to add a dash of sugar, a little bit, not too much. and a bit of salt, which would be the sea salt. Oops, a little too much. We have black pepper that I've already grinded. The sugar that we are adding to the salad dressing, it actually perks up the acidity of the balsamic vinegar. And it adds up to the taste. So I think if you don't want to do that, that's fine, but a tad bit of sugar usually helps in any kind of menu that you are doing. Black pepper. And now what we are going to do, use our balsamic vinegar. And olive oil. The extra virgin olive oil, and the seasoning, the oregano, the basil. They are a very good combination for a tasty salad dressing. What I'm going to do is give it a taste and see if it needs a bit of salt or a bit of tanginess of the balsamic vinegar, or perhaps a tad bit more sugar. I will do that. I think this is perfect. So what you do is just leave it on the table, and when you are making any kind of salad, you can present it next to your salad, and that way everyone gets to spoon the salad dressing into their salad. If you are using fresh basils, usually a couple of leaf would be sufficient, but for the amount of salad dressing that you are using, you will use more leaves of oregano and basil, and of course balsamic vinegar and olive oil. But if you are using it for one person or two person, I usually think that this amount is just enough and to be served. Now we can go to using the creamy salad dressing. The salad dressing for the creamy, you can use Greek yogurt, you can use Lebanese yogurt, and you could use sour cream or just plain yogurt. Today, we end up having the sour cream. So for the sour cream dressing, we will have a couple of spoons of sour cream. We will add lemon juice. And we will add the seasoning that we want to put in here, and that would be the mint. We have the fresh mint. Now at any time, if you don't have fresh mint, or you could, or anything that is fresh, always dry ones are fine. as soon as I get the sour cream into more soft and liquidy kind, then I will add the seasoning in there. Again, for this matter, for the creamy salad dressing, we're going to use mint. We're going to use a bit of salt, pepper, and a tad bit sugar again. We have salt now. We just added sugar. A bit of black pepper. And I'm going to paint some of the fresh mint here. Chop them very fine. And add it to the creamy salad dressing. The mint smells wonderful, and as I am cutting and chopping this mint, it just gives it more you can smell this mint oozing out while I'm chopping. It's really wonderful. Okay, let's add this one to okay, now so the creamy salad dressing would be the sour cream this time, the lemon juice, a bit of a sugar, salt, and black pepper. And as soon as this is all mixed properly, we're going to taste it and then see how it tastes and see if it needs anything more. Excellent. I love it because it has that wonderful fresh mint taste and that tanginess of the lemon juice, and is wonderful. So these two salad dressings are very easy to make and very quick and very healthy. So next time when you're planning to have a salad for meal, try this recipe. And with all the information that I can give you as far as how to put it in the refrigerator when you need to just use it for the next time. If you didn't use all of them at the same time that you make it, always put it in the bottle. Or perhaps if you want to give it as a gift, put it in your fancy jar, wrap it, dress it, and give it as a gift. And I'm sure they will appreciate it. Thank you so much for joining us. And hopefully next time you come along and join us for our next recipe.